Right, going on. And this is Judges chapter 1, verse 15. No, Judges chapter 2, verse 15. Whithersoever they went out, the hand of the Lord was against them for evil, as Yahweh had said, and as Yahweh had sworn unto them, and they were greatly distressed. Nevertheless, Yahweh raised up judges who delivered them out of the hands of them that spoiled them, out of the hand of them that out of the hand of those that spoiled them. Yeah. And yet they would not hearken unto their judges, but they went a whoring after other gods, and bowed themselves unto them. They turned quickly out of the way which their fathers walked in, obeying the commandments of Yahweh. But they did not so. So they didn't want to listen to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai when he rose up the judges. And what were they doing? See, when you serve Baal and Ashtaroth, what are you eventually going to basically do? This. Psalms 106, verse. This is what you're eventually going to do. 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them. So they were supposed to butcher them. They didn't. They had some form of mercy on them. And the Lord said, don't do it. Okay? But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. So these are the things of them. And they served their idols which were a snare unto them. Yea. Sorry about that. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils. This is what they did. Why? They learned their works. So these are the things that the Canaanites were doing. And that's why the Lord said, this is the reason the Lord said, Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 1, when Yahweh thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and has cast out many nations before thee, the Hittite and the Girgasites and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when Yahweh thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them, kill them, and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. Why? Because they was doing those things. The Lord said, go kill them. But they didn't. We didn't. Now it says here, Deuteronomy 9 and 4, speak not thou in thine heart, after that Yahweh thy power had cast them out from before thee, saying, for my righteousness Yahweh had brought me in to possess this land. But for the wickedness of these nations, Yahweh doth drive them out from before thee. That's the reason. So you might think like, because I met people, you know how people think. They be like, how can a God be this cruel? And all they do, God is a killer. He allows the Israelites to go and kill these people, these innocent people, and steal their land. What? What are you talking about, man? Because you know how long they was doing these things? They was doing these things for like 400 years. Genesis chapter 15, verse 16. But in the 4th generation here, so it says here, Genesis 15:13, and he said to unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. And also that nation which is Mizraim, whom they shall serve, whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance. Now, if you read the rest of the book of, wait, I'm looking for my water. When you read the rest of, literally didn't have no water. Right. And when you read the book of Exodus, you will see at the end, when we left Egypt, we left with great substance. We took their gold and their silver. And basically, we got rich off of the 400 years that they didn't pay us. We took all this shit. Good. And then some. And it says verse 15. And thou shalt go... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. And thou shalt go unto thy... thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace, because he will die and go to his fathers in peace. Thou shalt be buried in a good old age, which is 175, if I'm correct. But in the fourth generation, they, so your children, your seed, after 400 years. Now you might say a generation is 100 year. No, this is a different generation measurement, because in the book of Matthew chapter 1, it will show you that a generation is kind of like 25 years, something like that. Yeah. So this is a different measurement of it. I don't know. I don't know exactly. I haven't really looked into it in order to explain it better, but yeah, let me go on. But in the fourth generation they shall come hither again. Here it comes. For the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. So the Amorites was running amok for like 400 years, doing all those type of crapaloni that they were doing in the land. And do you want to know what they were doing in the land? If you read the book of Leviticus chapter 18 and also Leviticus chapter 20, you will see what they were doing. They was having sex with their father's wife. They was having sex with their mother. They was having sex with their sister, daughter, everything. Their sons, everything, every crazy shit that you can imagine. They was having sex with animals. They was having sex with aunts. They was having sex with women that are on their period, bleeding. They was doing this. 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire unto Molech. Baal, Molech, all of them are Satan. But different nations have had different names. Neither shalt thou profane the name of Yahweh. I am Yahweh. The name of thy power, I am Yahweh. So they was doing bestiality, because they was doing sodomy thing, you know, man, woman, woman. They was doing that. They was doing kitty porn. They was doing all type of crazy stuff. Yeah, this is what they were doing. And it says here, Leviticus 18:3, after the doings of the land of Egypt, Mizraim, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. So they was doing it too. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do. Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. Right. So Mizraim and Canaan are brothers. They're Hamites. They're of the sons of Ham. So they had the superpowers back in the world, back in the days, back in the old world. And Tyre is one of the sons of Canaan, by the way. Sidon actually is one of the sons of Canaan, but the people of Sidon, they moved and they made a city called Tyre, and then they dwelled there. Also in Lebanon. The Canaanites were there too, but that was another son of Canaan, of Ham. No, Canaan. Well, that was another son of Canaan, which are the sons of Ham, but still it was from Canaan. And what was I thinking again? Oh yeah, and they were giants too, by the way. They had Baal God, and you have Baal Bek nowadays. If you type in Google Baal Bek, you will see the buildings. Yeah, giants made that. That was their temple, of their place of worship. So you know they were big people. Yeah. Okay, so now for that. Okay, for that. Oh yeah, Leviticus chapter 20. It's kind of gonna repeat the same thing. You know, man, and don't sleep with the what they were doing is the having sex with the wife and her mother. And they was lying with beasts. They were taking two sisters and stuff like that. Incest also. You're not supposed to have two sisters. Laban tricked Jacob in order to give him two sisters, but that was a trick because he did not want that. Because that's not, you're not supposed to do that. That's not allowed. So he tricked him, and it wasn't his fault. Now he can't kick her away. That's why he didn't like Leah. He couldn't kick her away because you're supposed to stick with the woman that you lay with until death do you part. You know? And it's very hard for a lot of people to do that nowadays. And females, they're the first one to let you go, because as soon as something gets hard, their mind can't handle it, and then they have the power to divorce. They will divorce 100%. They're not about struggling. They can't. It's physically almost like impossible. It's like it's like a rich man getting into the kingdom of heaven. It's possible, but don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. Anyway, it says here, let me see. Verse 23, Leviticus 20 and 23. And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nations which I cast out before you, for they committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them. They are the ones that did all these things. Molech, sacrificing the children unto Molech, child sacrifices and stuff like that. That is what they were doing. So that's why the Lord said, go kill them. Right. Psalms 106 and 37. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils. The Israelites did that, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan. And the land was polluted with blood. Thus were they defiled with their own works, and went a whoring with their own inventions. Therefore, because they did that, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against his people, insomuch that he abhorred his own inheritance, and gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them. Their enemies also oppressed them, and they were brought into subjection under their hand. But of course, the Lord had mercy upon us. But anyway, now, if you read the book of Hosea chapter 1, you will see that the Lord took away the mercy, the pity. But don't get it twisted. They will pay for that, for the slavery, what they did. Don't get that twisted. You might be looking at it like, see, we deserve that shit. Yeah, that's right. But they're going to deserve what they're going to get later on, too. Remember, they're making money off of us. Remember this also. The Lord is the one that sends the enemies to come and get you. And he is also the one that will make sure that you pay for that. You'd be like, why did you send us then? Yeah, you started to get proud. The Lord said I was only sending I was only sending you to make them pay. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell you to shake them down and just strip them. You know, I just wanted to punish them. You took it too far, right? Isaiah 10:5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. I will send him against the hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge, to take the spoil, and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. Verse 12. You can read the rest for yourself if you have the time. Wherefore it shall come to pass that when Yahweh had performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria, and the glory of his high looks. For he saith, by the strength of my hand have I done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent. And I have removed the bounds of the people, and have robbed their treasures. And I have put down the inhabitant like a valiant man. So you think you tough. The Lord is going to show you something. The Lord said he will punish you. Even though he's the one that sent you, you got too proud. If you read the book of 2nd Maccabees chapter 7, you will see that Esau is that proud man. He's fucking proud. He's fucking proud. And he really thinks like it's his power. Read the book of 2nd Maccabees chapter 7. You will see. He really thought he was the man. Until this day, they think they're the man. It's not going to work out that good for them once that time comes. So I'll tell you that. In Romans chapter 9, verse 15. For he said to Moses, the Heavenly Father said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then, it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Heavenly Father that showeth mercy. You ain't running the show, and you ain't willing nothing. He will, and he runs it. He wants to show. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up. What purpose, and what does this mean? Well, Joseph made Pharaoh greater than he already was by making Pharaoh buy up all the land, because Pharaoh knew the future, that there would be 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine. So in the 7 years of plenty, he gathered up all the fruit. You can read this in the book of Genesis. In the 7 years that he gathered up of plenty, he gathered up all the food. Everybody had food, but they didn't know that there was going to be 7 years of famine. So they gathered up all the food, put it in the storage houses, and then Joseph did that, by the way, and then for the Pharaoh. And then when the 7 years of famine came, people started to sell their land just to get food. And then the Pharaoh became much more here, this chapter. Yeah. It's another chapter also. So it says here, Genesis 47:20, and Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh. For the Egyptians showed every man his field because the famine prevailed over them, so the land became Pharaoh's. So now he's even more powerful because now he has the people their land. And there was no bread in the land and stuff like that. And it says, wait, let me see here. And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine. So where was that? This whole land here, and of course Egypt. You know, if you don't know where Egypt is or how it looks, let me see something here. Ancient Egypt. This one. Yeah, this land, all of Egypt. So from almost until Cush. But yeah, Egypt is here. You have Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt, which is weird because it looks like a lower, but then it depends on where you stand. So I could understand that. So anyway, right. So they was suffering, and then where did I put that? Oh, here. Yeah. Oh yeah, here. And then basically, you know, so yeah, so let me read on. So that's how Pharaoh was raised up. He was even made even more powerful. Even for the same reason have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee. So what does that mean? He raised them up to make him so powerful, and then the Lord would bust them down to show his power in him. So in the Pharaoh, like through beating up the Pharaoh, it's like this, man. Check this out. Let's say right? I'm a tough guy, right? But nobody really know me like that. So then I'm going to give this guy that's already strong. He beat up everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's in his prime time, like in his 20s and stuff like that. So he can't go wrong. Not on his youth side, at least, his strength side. He's not old. He's not too young, too like a child. He's just that right age, like 20, 25 and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Okay. So now I basically give him all the substances, all the protein, all the steroids, make him even stronger than he is right now, right? And once he's at his peak, then I knock him out with one punch, right? Everybody gonna be knowing me because they're gonna be like, what? He toppled him in his prime time. Then everybody gonna know about me because I knocked your ass out. I beat you up real good. I didn't just knock you out with one lucky punch. No, I really, you know what I'm saying? I worked that body, worked the face. You couldn't really touch me. Never touch me. Never one time. Everybody gonna know about that. I mean, the greatest warrior of all time went versus a guy that just played with him like a kitten. Like how you play with kittens. You know when a kitten get angry at you, you be looking at them, man, I'd kick you in your face if you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do to me? If it's a dog, yeah, you might be, hey, hold your dog, man. but a cat, that's pussy. Pussy, I ain't scared of cats, man. What you gonna do to me? What? What you gonna do? Drink milk in front of me? What are you gonna do? You gonna do nothing. That's how you beat them up. You beat them up like a pussy, a cat. And that's going to be memorable. Well, that's what the Lord did to Pharaoh. He fattened him up. Yeah, made him real great. And then he softened him up at the same time. Well, after he fattened him up, of course, you know. That my name might be declared throughout all the earth. That's why he raised him up. That's the purpose of making him greater than he already was. By breaking down, giving him a dream, and then sending Joseph to break down the dream. Hey, the Most High has a strategic, like he's beyond chess. But I'll say chess because I don't know no other games where you could be strategic. Oh yeah, strategic with war. Can't even pronounce the word. Strategic with war. But anyway, so let me go on. Now it says here, therefore had he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth. If he wants to, he makes you stubborn. Here's the point of why I'm grabbing this. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who had resisted his will? Like what? Wait a minute, you're the one that made me like this. And I can't fight against it. So when the Assyrians come and fight against us, they're gonna be like, wait a minute, but you sent me to go kill them. You literally sent me. Yeah. So you're still gonna pay for it. Oh man, that's not fair. What What did you just say? Verse 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Heavenly Father? The Father forbid. Well, what are you talking about? You know? There's no unrighteousness with him. If he sends you to go do something or make your heart harden to fight against him, that's what you deserve. You probably did something to anger him, and therefore he plays with you now. You know? And guess what? The heathen nations did do things to anger the Lord. Okay, I don't have to read that. So they're still going to pay. So like I said, you might be like, yeah, well, we deserve that. Whoa, yeah, okay. You're going to deserve what's going to come up to you then. What's going to come up to you then. Yeah, what's coming for you then. You're going to deserve that one. Yeah. And he gave him into the hand of the heathen. This is Psalms 106:41. And he gave him into the hand of the heathen, and them that hated them ruled over them. Okay, that's that part. So now going back to where was I? Judges 2. Judges chapter 2 verse. Did I miss anything here? Ashtaroth? No. This Deuteronomy. Already got that. Queen of Heaven. Yeah, I think I'm done with everything here. Yeah, I don't need to read this. I don't need to read this neither. I already read this. Yeah, okay, cool. So sorry, just looking if I missed anything. Right, so going on. Where was I? No, I was here, then here. Yeah, Judges chapter 2 verse. Judges and okay, Judges chapter 2 verse 18. And when Yahweh raised them up judges, then Yahweh was with the judge, and delivered them out of the hand of their enemies all the days of the judge. For it repented the Lord because of their groanings, by reason of them that oppressed them and vexed them. Now I still gotta read that. I gotta read that. I still gotta read that. Wait. 106. Psalms 106, right? So it says here that he basically had mercy on us, you know. Where is it? He delivered them because for it repented the Lord because of their groanings, right? So it says here, the book of Psalms 106 verse 41. And he gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them. Their enemies also oppressed them, and they were brought into subjection under their hand. Many times did he deliver them, and many times he put us in slavery. But they provoked him, and that's why he put us in slavery, because every time we did that, he allowed the enemies to come and butcher us. But they provoked him with their counsel, and were brought low for their iniquity. That's why we're low, because the Lord said that if we was to keep his ways, we would be on high above all nations upon the planet earth in existence. Deuteronomy 28:1. 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, which are the prophets, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And it says here that we shall be low. Let me see, where is it again? Low, yeah, here. 43. The stranger, Deuteronomy 28:43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up high above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. That's why you have the Chinese and the Japanese and the Arabs. All of them are actually doing very much better than our people, because where do our people go to buy food? Them. So why aren't our people selling food to ourselves then? Because the Lord cursed us like that. There are not many born among us that will have that business type mentality, because the Lord took it, as he says here. Isaiah chapter 3. That's why a lot of our people are stupid. They can't get it. Isaiah chapter 3 verse 1. Behold, Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem. So he took it away. That's why we don't have it in our minds to actually want to start businesses and help ourselves. The majority of us are buyers. You have a few of our people, like for example, I looked at 50 Cent the other day, and I was laughing to myself like this guy really has that mindset. The Most High gave him that mind, you know. That's why he made him like that. You know, it's always examples, to the rules or something like that. I don't know how you say it, but it's basically the normal thing will be broken because the Lord might have blessed him with a certain type of thing. And then you'd be like, hey, that's not normal. Yeah, that's the Lord. He does things like that. And that's why our people are the most glorified. Listen. Ain't nobody going to the KKK type motherfucker hood and going to make videos there, how dope it is there and shit like that, and then make millions and stuff like that in a matter of days. Ain't nobody really doing that, you know. They go to the nigga hoods and Philly and all that, Fillmore, all those type of so-called rough places, Jacksonville. They go there, then they shoot a video there, and they have the J rappers over there and the killers and all that type of thug niggas and shit, and then they rack up millions of views within a day or two, yeah, sometimes within a few hours, because people want to see Jake. They want to see this lifestyle. And I'm saying, ain't nobody really looking at the KKK type of dudes and supremacists or whatever. They'd be like, yeah. They might even kill more people than Jake, and they do. But you don't hear nothing about that. You don't hear nothing about that there. From Judah. So it says here, from Jerusalem, the Lord took it away. Wait. Let me read it again. The Lord of hosts doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff. So the stability and the support. We do not support one another. We do not have a crotch to lean against and stuff like that, or a crotch to lean upon, a crouch or something like that. Something that a person has. When you the crutch. I use my crutch. Yeah, this thing. We do not have a staff to lean upon. The whole stay of bread, the stability of bread so that we can feed ourselves, he took it away. And the whole stay of water, the ability to basically water ourselves, he took it away. That's why we are fed like cattle, we are watered like cattle, we are housed like cattle, we are clothed like cattle. That's why you have clothing like this. Yes, I'm not making this up. You have this. This is fucking bullshit. But who is feeding us this? They are. They're clothing you, and then you have the females of our nation that they're going to dress their daughters in this fucking shit. Look at this fucking shit here, man. But anyway, this is just madness, man. Why is it? Wow, this is crazy. That's why these females are not supposed to have these kids, man. But Esau knows, and that's why he gives it to them, because he knows she's going to destroy the generations. Monstrous children will come from the so-called females. Look at the single female, the single caucus females now. Look at what type of sissy, weirdo children they making now. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't like that in the 90s. There was not like that. How they are now. They got nail polish and shit like that. And they call themselves straight. You got dudes walking around. They got the rappers walking around. I saw a fucking Snoop Dogg walking around with that shit, man. You got all these so-called rappers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is a thug gangster nigga with nail polish on. This guy's showing you whose side he's on. This one also trying to cover the eye. Cover the eye again because it's satanic. Look. Thor, the mighty Thor, the great and mighty Thor. I don't know who this is. I know it's an actor, but I don't know his name. I don't know this guy's name. I think it's Chris Hemsworth or something like that. Yeah, it just jumped in my head. Something with Hemsworth. You got this dude, which is, I always looked at him like he's a weirdo. So, yeah, I always saw weird things from him. You got this guy. You got Brad Pitty. These people are, you should already expect that, because that was those days, those rock and roll dudes. They had skinny leggings on, man. Come on, man. They had leggings on, man. Skin tight leggings. Probably see through also. Mick Jagger. I remember this dude. Of course I remember him. He's from those days with a big ass mouth. I always knew, like, God damn, your mouth was big, man. Shit. But anyway, so you have all these actors I don't know who this is, but yeah, you should already know what type of males are being born nowadays. So, Vanilla Ice, you too? I didn't even know. So shit. Yeah, him I expect. Yeah, I see. I expected that. I just looked at him. I was like, yeah, you one of those devils. Anyway, so yeah, you. I expect that. He got butthole eyes. Look like a caucus female butthole. Yeah, butthole eyes. You know, you got the pale skin, but then it's dark around the booty hole. Yeah, white girl butt eyes, butt girl. Oh, okay. Anyway, all these celebrities all fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? So these are the generations that are being born right now. The Jakes and the Caucasus. Funny enough, I didn't see no Asiatic or Arabs. see what I'm talking about? I probably could look it up or something like that. You know, you see them too, but yeah, you're not gonna notice it because they're kind of hidey. You know, but you got some sodomite Islam imams or something like that. But let them go to their own countries then. See if what happens to them. Eh? Just stroll on to the border. They're gonna sniff you. Man, they're gonna chase you, boy. They're gonna chase you. That's sometimes I like these Arabs. Cause they're funny. They funny sometimes. Sometimes I'm looking at them like these people. They really believe in their God, man. I'm telling you, they will kill you for their God. You know. But anyway, so the Most High took that away from us, right? What did He take away? Also, He took away the mighty man. That is not to say that He took all of it, not 100%, because some jakes are able to sustain themselves with their own bread, their own water. So that is the truth, okay? And some jake women have long hair, so that is also the truth. So not all 100% of them. And the man of war, he took that away. But if you look at Esau's military, you see a lot of Jake generals, man. You know, that earned their position through all the racism that they faced. And the Edomite is still be like, oh damn, this fucking nigger, but he does get the job done. So let me put him on high, you know. Oh, we gonna need this nigger, boy. We need his skills. So they gonna put you in a place where they can use you. You know, you have the judge. You know, a lot of our people don't judge good. You know, this is the majority of our people don't judge good. Meaning, for example, if you know that is somebody's wife or something like that, they don't make righteous judgment, man. They be like, fuck it, man. She want it, man. He ain't nothing, man. He can't hold that dick up, man. I'm better than that shit. I slang that dick better than that gun and shit. If you handled your business in the bed, she wouldn't be crawling up in my bed. Stuff like that, you know. So they're not making good judgment, man. They're definitely not making good judgment, man. So he took that away, but not all of them, because a few are going to be like, nah, I ain't doing that, or nah, I ain't selling dope. You know, because I know I ain't doing that. You know, stuff like that. You know, making good judgment, or tell you not to do certain things. Anyway, he took away the profits from us, and back in the days we had abundance of profits, so he took away the majority of it. And nowadays the profits started with the elder apostles on down, are rising up again. From great millstone in America, they're rising up again. And the prudent. A prudent is a man that sees basically the consequences in the future. For example, a person that steals from a drug dealer, he's smart. He's not prudent. He's not wise, because it says here, acting with or showing care and thought for the future. If you're wise, if you're prudent, you will actually be like, I think I'm going to die because even if I get away with it, they're going to kill your family, or you're going to have to run for the rest of your life and stuff. I don't think I should be stealing from that kingpin over there. Nope, I don't think I should. I shouldn't even be bothering myself with him. Just walk by, say hello. Don't be disrespectful, because he's a murderer. You know, when a lot of these people, they will respect you if you ain't scared of them, but you ain't looking for trouble. They'd be like, you know what? I respect that guy over there, you know what I'm saying? Respect him, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, fool? Hey, you know what I'm saying? What's up, good? So they ain't gonna be tripping on you like that. And that's what it is. But don't be looking for no trouble, because you might find it. He's a knucklehead. He's a bull kept up in a net. So that Jake might be dangerous, but not to you. Because he that pleaseth the Lord, he maketh even his enemies be at peace with him. So is Lord willing, mind your business and keep it cool, cat. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, going on. That was I said. Okay, prudent. Yeah. So he took that away. And the ancient, the captain of 50, the honorable man, the counselor, good advice, and the cunning artificer. What is an artificer? Artificer is somebody that invents things, like make things. Skilled, well, it doesn't have to be a mechanic. Could be with wood. You could work with wood, or just other type of things. You know, could be technical things and stuff like that. Doesn't have to be mechanical things. The Lord took that away. And the eloquent orator. Orator is a speaker and a public speaker. And eloquent is fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing. So the Lord took that away from our people. But He's going to give it back, because the Lord give it and take it, but He give it back, but in due time. So we were brought low for our iniquity. Nevertheless, He regarded their affliction when He heard their cry, and He remembered for them His covenant, and repented according to the multitude of His mercies. He made them also to be pitied of all those that carried them captives. Yeah, but in the book of Hosea, He told us, like, I'm going to take away the pity from you because you're fucking stubborn. Your people are stubborn. I'm going to take away all pity. And guess what? Esau was the unlucky fellow, because he already had that perpetual hatred. Now he had no mercy, no pity, nothing. And that's why he's not going to be here anymore. You know? So, Judges chapter 1 verse... the rest of 18. So, for it repented the Lord because of their groanings, and by reason of them that oppressed them and vexed them. And it came to pass, when the judge was dead, that they returned, and corrupted themselves more than their fathers, in following other gods to serve them, and to bow down unto them. They ceased not from their own doings, nor for their stubborn way. And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against, and the anger of Yahweh was hot against Israel. And He said, because that this people had transgressed my covenant, which I commanded their fathers, which I commanded their fathers, and have not hearkened unto my voice, which are the prophets. Daniel chapter 9 verse 10 shows you that. Also Hosea somewhere, you know, it says also on Hebrews chapter 1, if I'm correct, or Hebrews 2. I think it's Hebrew 1. Hebrews chapter 1 verse 1. Yahweh, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers, how? By the prophets. So that's His voice. Daniel 9:10. Neither have we obeyed the voice of our Lord Yahweh, our power, to walk in His laws, which He set before us, how? By His servants the prophets. So that is His voice. That's how He talk to you. If He come talk to you, you're gonna be afraid. Okay, the lightning and all that type of crazy stuff. He'd rather send people to you. And you know what's funny? You're not gonna want to listen to them. Not a lot, because if the Lord would come, everybody would know, like, oh shit, it's Him. You know, that also. And still they would be stubborn, you know, because the Lord would harden your heart. So you're not gonna win either way, man. You know, but He loves games. The Most High loves games. That's why He played with Job. It's kind of fucked up if you think about it. But then again, yo, it's the Lord, man. You know, you're gonna accept it, because you're gonna be thinking like, man, even though Job's life was fucked up, but still the blessing that came after that, you'll be like, man, I think I want to have that thing too, because I want to have the blessing in the end. You know, but you don't want to go through the things. 2nd Ezra chapter 7 shows you what is going to come. You're going to be faced with a lot of pain, death, hurt, all that type of stuff. But at the end, you're going to get that castle, that inheritance, that gold, that silver, that anything and everything. That's what we waiting for. Verse 21, Judges 1:21. I also will not henceforth drive out any from before them of the nations which Yahweh left when He died, that through them I may prove Israel, whether they will keep the way of Yahweh to walk therein, as their fathers did keep it or not. Therefore Yahweh left those nations without driving them out hastily, neither delivered He them into the hand of Joshua. So there you have it. This is the book of Judges chapter 2. And yeah. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.